In the 90s, Pepsi tried to outcool Coke with a point system. Buy Pepsi, collect points, win prizes. Easy enough, right? Except someone took it way too literally and tried to cash in a fighter jet. Let's rewind to 1996. Pepsi was struggling against Coke in the Cola Wars, so they launched a bold campaign called Drink Pepsi, Get Stuff. The idea was simple. Every Pepsi product came with points, and you could redeem those points for prizes. We're talking Pepsi-branded gear, t-shirts, sunglasses, leather jackets, the kind of stuff that made you look like the coolest Pepsi fan on the block. But here's where Pepsi got a little too clever. In one commercial, they showed a teenager landing a Harrier fighter jet in front of his school. He hops out wearing his Pepsi jacket, and the screen flashes. Harrier fighter, 7 million Pepsi points. The joke was obvious. Pepsi was being playful, flexing their Pepsi generation cool factor. But there was one problem. They didn't put a disclaimer. No tiny, just kidding text. No wink to the audience. Just a straight-up price tag. 7 million points. Enter John Leonard, a 21-year-old business student from Seattle. Unlike everyone else who laughed and changed the channel, Leonard paused. He saw the ad, grabbed a calculator, and thought, wait a second, is this real? At first glance, 7 million points sounded impossible. You'd need to drink 7 million Pepsis. For context, that's about 190 Pepsis every single day for 100 years. You wouldn't get the jet, you'd just get diabetes. But Leonard found a loophole. Buried in Pepsi's fine print, the rules allowed you to buy additional points for 10 cents each. And they didn't say anything about limits. Suddenly, that jet had a price tag, $700,000 for a $30 million war machine. So Leonard did what any ambitious college student would do. He got investors. He convinced a group of wealthy friends to bankroll the stunt, cut a check for $700,000 and mailed it to Pepsi with the order form. His note basically said, "Thanks for the leather jacket, the sunglasses, and one Harrier jet, please." Now imagine being in Pepsi's legal department that day. Some intern opens the mail and finds a $700,000 check stapled to an order form demanding a military jet. Pepsi quickly wrote back saying the jet was obviously a joke. Leonard fired back with lawyers. And just like that, Leonard v. PepsiCo was born, one of the strangest lawsuits in marketing history. The trial dragged on for years. Leonard's lawyers argued that the ad was a legitimate offer. No joke disclaimer, clear terms, a point value. Pepsi's lawyers countered that no reasonable person would expect a soda company to give away a supersonic military aircraft capable of carrying missiles. The judge eventually sided with Pepsi. He ruled that the ad was clearly humorous and that no objective person could interpret it as a real contract. Case closed. No jet. Pepsi may have won legally, but they lost the PR battle. The case made headlines around the world. Late-night comedians roasted Pepsi. The brand looked like they'd promised the moon and chickened out. Meanwhile, John Leonard became a folk hero, the student who almost punked Pepsi out of a fighter jet. Years later, Netflix turned the saga into a full documentary, appropriately titled Pepsi, Where's My Jet? And to this day, marketing professors still teach the case as a cautionary tale in advertising law. If you enjoyed this wild marketing story, hit that like button, subscribe for more crazy brand histories, and let me know in the comments. If you had 7 million Pepsi points, what ridiculous prize would you ask for?